itself.
Okay, Shifters fans. I don't want to have you down in the dumps before the draft is even completely concluded. Rooster has an 18% win rate on
that conversation now again about Vitality, because there's something about top teams that oftentimes you're just like, oh well, they're just going to take over the game, and now that conversation started for Vitality.
That it is, that it is. Okay, everyone, we have a celebration moment. Confetti everywhere. It's the first time Shifters have taken a first straight this split. Yes, it's only their third opportunity, but congratulations to them percent of the time. So that means 51.5% of the total gold in the game being on their side. They also have one of the highest combined kills a minute in their game, but they don't get many kills themselves. The True Shot barrage goes down onto Kazi. Oh, Paddock! He just quacks all over him, flashes forward for the auto, flashing out with no minions underneath the towers. Should be fine, but Shifters are popping off.
Let's go! That was sick! Paddock! Oh wait, no, Paddock, no!
Paddock needs the auto special! Oh my god! My lord, that was incredible! He dies afterwards. The minions are paid actors. But Shifters get a double on the bot side. A 1k lead now for Paddock as Kazi TP's in and tries to chase down Trimby. Should be able to get a rocket dodged. Gatling gun was on the shield. I think
he was on the shield.
Oh no. He must have got a little bit of damage through the shield. For a second, I thought that would still be an execute. 2 kills going over to Vitality in response. Good pressure down towards this bottom side as Nuke is moving across. Weaver's wall being used. Crescent guard there for the knockup. Nuke down to half HP. Kazi trying to Valkyrie across as well as Bukada does have his flash. Won't use it yet. The tidal wave coming out as well. Bukada holding on to that summoner for a very
I'm ready.
First tower for Shifters. Congratulations! The tides have turned for the Shifters. Nay, we will say they've shifted pretty rapidly, especially Humanoid when he has the backup of Fleshy. Small gold lead coming out for Naku as well in that isolated 1v1 as we see the seismic shove down onto Fleshy. Humanoid caught out as well. Shifters find another 2 from a pick in the jungle.
Humanoid end up pulling himself aware of this.
Rooster's just going to back away. Oh, is he staying?
Trimby
next wave. As you say, Trimby's on his way across, and the TP. What was a 2v1 for Vitality very quickly is going to shift into a 3v2 in favor of Shifters. The Weaver's wall out, Equalizer down, Trimby healing up. And there's the damage from the seismic shove. Rooster looking for it on Nako, though, take him out. Trimby unable to survive through the Crescent Guard. Rooster falling low as well. Wind becomes lightning. Rooster with a good knockback, but the Audacious charges over the Unraveled Earth. A good knockback as well, as it's a double for the Rooster. And Vitality's caught Mayor Crow. Fleshy flashes in! He gets him! It's been a weekend of supports flashing forward. That one, at least, Fleshy gets the kill.
He manages to get it, but still, massive win for Shifters on that top side. Lindsys did everything he could to try and get the kill, but that flick back from Nuke was perfect to keep Rooster alive instead of the play. But
okay, this is prime Vitality right now. As soon as they start losing at all, it's like, no, we got to go for every fight we can find. Nuke does have the flash, we'll use it. Kazi flashes forward. The Seraph shield enough, the knockback. Kazi misses the missile! And he just can't find his name off the map, apart from 4 scalps, is 3 grubs. And that's it. That's the only neutral they've got so far. Right now, they're going to contest around the third. Bukada has started up. Paddock is here as well with the Mana Mune already stacking up to Amura Mana. Shifters are in prime position to close this one out. Talked about their laning and how strong they've been individually in the analyst desk segment, and now they're showing they can team fight with the best of them as Vitality just walk into the gaping maw of Shifters. It's another double for Rooster. 4-1 on this 18.8% pick.
A Humanoid, TP, Vitality, they look lost in this game.
They really do. The blessing of game 1 for Vitality very quickly seeming to become a curse. And if you told me it was Shifters who would break that game 1 winning streak, I would have bitten your hand off. As Humanoid has to flash away, the inner flame coming out, True Shot barrage as well, TP being invested from Vitality! But there's the damage, Paddock and Trimby teaming up for another. And
everywhere in the map is losing for Vitality.
World is burning for Vitality, as you say. Nuke caught out a little bit here by Lindsys, who used Blast Gun, flashes away from the seismic shove. No flash for Nuke. Weaver's wall, has he dodged enough damage? The timer off it. Seems like he's just going to walk straight into the face of Kazi, who will get the shut down. Vitality
constantly getting this mid push. They've no real contest from Vitality, so they're looking to trade top. But Bukada's tricked them. He's here.
Equalizer coming out, trying to catch out Rooster, but it really doesn't do too much damage, more of a tickle than anything else. As the Weaver's Wall is used, Valkyrie, the root comes down on the Kazi and brings him on the right side of the wall for Shifters. They'll kill off the Corki once again, and now the mid lane tower falling pretty rapidly. Shifters will be able to take their third turret of the game before Vitality have even taken down one.
Karzi's clipped by the concrete and sends him back in, and now Nuke, they just move over to playing this. So Bukata rotated top, covers the potential cross map, and then Nuke, because he has push over Humanoid, just transitions mid. They're constantly moving around the map, and it's making it difficult for Vitality.
Does Rooster live? Does Trimby get here in time? Flash shield would be enough. Doesn't have the flash, but does have the shield. Gets Rooster out for now. Now Nako in the danger zone. The healing from the... And knowing because you spent time on this side of the map, Vitality were having to answer that. As you say, double TP coming out. As Bukata's on his way across as well. Rooster looking for the knockback on Nako here. Weaver's Wall. There's the seismic shove. Goes wide. Equalizer, though, won't be enough. And there she blows. Nako on the floor. Lane. Shifters then have to answer that and get outnumbered in a fight around a Drake. So now they have to kind of accept that they're sacking minions towards the topsiders. Okay, never mind. Nako TPs like an absolute fool. Straight into the middle of a team on a wave. Bukata does fall low. Good stopwatch from Nako. He will survive for now. As Paduk says, okay, no, he won't. Just jumps in, kills him, makes him a fish out of water. Linksys diving forward as well with the Crescent Guard. You're going to see the reset coming out from Bukata, but Linksys now used his ultimate and all the chip damage that will come out of Shifters.
Yeah, it hasn't been the best of games for Nako. Vitality trying to threaten on towards the barn, though, in response to that ward that we were talking about, going to spot out that this has started. So Bukata moving his way across. Rooster very low, though, and again, as he said, both those TPs burned.
It's just so slow. Like Vitality, they got it down to 12,000. Weaver's Wall going to come out from Nuke just to try and see if Vitality is still sticking around. In the end, Paduk can solo the Drake, and that's exactly what he's doing. So that will be Infernal Soul over to Shifters. Nuke looks for the knockback. Vitality staying around. The Emperor survives, doesn't even hit Bukata. Lynx is there for the follow-up chase, but Trimby comes in with an inspired shield. The knockback with the seismic shove. This is a 3v4 and Shifters are just winning. Their Fed carries on here. No one with more than 900 gold lead was even in that fight for Shifters. The True Shot Barrage isn't going to get enough onto Humanoid, but that was without their Jace. Shifters have, but Shifters have been really good at finding their fights, finding their moments, their opportunities where they can force Vitality into bad decisions. And on the opposite side of that coin, Vitality have played this game really poorly.
Yes.
Like, we're taking nothing away from Vital with there being no tiebreakers played. At the end of the split, your game score really matters. So taking a win off someone like Vitality, even if it's just one in this series, and it's looking like it'll be more than that for Shifters, as they dive onto Humanoid and onto Fleshy. 2 quick kills again for Shifters. Just playing really well around their win conditions, and Vitality, there's so much hope on the side of Shifters as well. We talked about maybe a lack of damage in the first portions of the draft. Well, they made up very well for that with this Jace and Talia. The Ezreal getting so accelerated as well, already at 4 items as Linksys is knocked back and immediately sent to the grave. Kazi trying to survive as the seismic shove doesn't quite clip onto Humanoid the way that Shifters would have wanted, but the first Nexus Tower is going to go down. Another minion wave on its way. Shifters might be deciding to call off. Soon healing with that Echoes of Helia. The Moonstone alongside it. Paduk again with the damage onto Nako. He's healed up a little bit. Equalizer down. Should be able to walk out of it for now. The tidal wave there for the follow-up. And we talked about the lack of engage from Vitality. And that's all they had. That's all they could do. A Sundisk down. And we'll save Fleshy from Shifters for now. But again, the Weaver's Wall out from Nuke just to close the gap. Doesn't hit the seismic shove. Nako has to dash his way away with the rocket belt, but now the Nexus Towers are laid bare. TP from Nako for the shield. Lynx is going in with the Crescent Guard. Trimby able to survive on the backline once again, even with the stopwatch. I think Nako's not long for the rift. Bukata will fall first. Nako falls in response. Kazi flashing away. The tower respawning in the middle of it all, but it doesn't matter. Shifters will pick up their first win of spring.
That was clean from Shifters. Like, great draft, great winning lanes, understanding how to play through it.
Take it away.
Trimby, where did that come from?
I mean, it just happened, yeah. It's kind of nice.
Were you in bootcamp?
No, not really.
Tell me about Paduk. He was on fire. How did you set him up? How did he really push his advantage forward?
I mean, I would say that they gave us a nice matchup bot lane, right? That was, of course, one nice thing, because obviously Azure has a bit more range than Corki, so he had a lot of free shooting, and that was really nice. And yeah, we managed to snowball, because, right, obviously, in this matchup, they can't really help them much. So yeah, that was pretty nice. I enjoyed it, yeah.
It was. You still have a game to go, maybe two, so I'll let you go to your team and I head over.
Able with the Bard as well, which I think they can try and play through. This time around, though, way less pressure in the lanes. You don't have that push on the bottom side. You've got a matchup that, you know, Rooster...
Maybe even popping the magical journey there just to make Humanoid afraid. It's like, hey, Humanoid, back away. And then when Humanoid sees him walking over the Scuttle Crab, he's like, okay, I can't stay around. But it's a couple of seconds he could have had with the minion wave that he didn't have as Rooster. Flashes in and just gets the solo kill after being three.
And support from Vitality moving their way across to help Naknako.
Naknako is very mini right now as Humanoid jumps onto Nuke. Bukada going in with that 6. Cease and desist for the follow-up. Flesh Shield for the heal. Naknako down to 100 HP. Will be taken out by Bukada, who flashes forward. A magical journey there as well to get the Vi out if she needs it. But with Humanoid closing the gap, they decide to retreat through the tower. Rooster even picking up the level away from it. You can see Vitality trying to punish that, saying, okay, Trimby a little bit squishier than he needs to be right now. A magical journey over the wall as Linsis looks for the chase. Cyclone out. Trimby doesn't have a flash, and there's the kill for Vitality. Great punish of Trimby.
I'm shocked that actually ended up working. Trimby, I don't think he had the Cosmic Binding, so couldn't actually stop Linsis from...
Yeah, really big there overall from Vitality. Shifters, though, are going to try and answer on this top side. Bukada's spotted out by Humanoid. Turns back onto him. A good shuriken back there from Humanoid. Dashes back in for a little bit more damage. Cease and desist available in 3 seconds' time, though, so Humanoid needs to be careful. Dashes away, uses the Twilight Shroud. Cease and desist there for the chase between worlds. Goes Nuke, flash away from Humanoid. The chase continues as Humanoid will fall, and Vitality will get a Drake.
Shifters will respond with 1 kill on the top side.
Your team is so far ahead.
Rooster
doing a really good job as Duck steps up and Kazi chases him down. And we talked about doing something a little foolish. The flash in not enough to take him down. So close for Kazi. But Paduk survives using his flash and the barrier. Linsis on the chase, though, and I don't think Paduk is going to survive for much longer. Flash in from Linsis for the kill. Now Trimby needs to survive, does have that Tempered Fate, has flash, has heal. Cosmic Binding hits onto Fleshy. He's tanking the tower for now. Polymorph out, Tempered Fate as well. As Trimby will try to survive, but can't survive through the second Cyclone. Kazi with the barrier, not even the barrier, just the help picks from Fleshy is enough to get another kill for Vitality and even out the gold. Have the luxury of stepping forward here with all of Vitality there. Naknako keeping Paduk away. Paduk using the supercharge, but Naknako has the wallop, has the Gnar, knocks him into the wall, and Paduk for the second time in 3 minutes is just caught out by Vitality.
And we were only praising him in the last game.
If they don't immediately kill Kazi, and he gets the opportunity to step back and just open up, he's going to rip through your front line.
And also to give Shifter the Jew, being able to do the presence of the top side of the map for Shifters is still causing issues for Vitality, even if you are in a good spot as Karzi.
Trimby, look at the Tempered Fate on Humanoid here, does land it. That's the rest of the team. Well, Linsis is on his way. Good Cosmic Binding for the follow-up. Humanoid has to flash away. Bukada's still underneath the tower. Humanoid dashing. Season Desist is going to chase him. There's a Cyclone. Nuke tanking the tower for now. Has a magical journey to get out, as does Bukada with the TP coming in. Naknako's going to look for the chase. Bukada flashless now, but has a Bolt Breaker. Naknako trying to dash forward, would hit him with the boomerang and find the kill. And now might even chase for more because Kazi's on his way across. Nuke and Trimby need to get out the Cosmic Binding, not finding the stun. Kazi dashing forward. Nuke trying to flash away, but Kazi cultivates him into a new sort of fertilizer. Kazi now 4-0.
Everyone on Vitality showed up to the bot lane. They get the kills, they'll match the tower. Massive swing for Vitality and off of Shifters overcommitting to a play on that bottom side.
It's an interesting one overall because it is a big swing in terms of they weren't gated away from getting back to the mid lane, so they were able just to walk through their jungle and get there. Nuke trying to clear out this wave. Humanoid looking for the kill. Nuke trying to dash away. Cyclone out. Second one from Linsis looking for the knockup. Won't find it. Nuke still dashing in the middle of it all. Humanoid tanking it and will be able to take down the tower. Vitality now with a 2k gold lead.
Nice job from Vitality, but play's not over. Linsis tries to go for the camp, like it cost.
Cosmic Binding not hitting. Still the slows from the orders from Trimby. They look for the chase. Kazi trading with Paduk. Almost takes him out. The Killer Instinct has to get him out. As Linsis is still getting chased down by Rooster. Kazi goes unstoppable, killing off Paduk, who I thought had escaped. And there's a shut down for Rooster as he kills off Linsis.
Linsis wanted to go for the camp and just a little bit greedy. But Shifter is moving across to try and cover for that topside play. And I was about to say it was nice from Vitality, but Humanoid wants more.
Humanoid going in. That's that Shuriken. Vault Breaker out from Bukado as he looks to try and escape using the shield from the passive. Cease and desist in for a little bit more. Then Vault Breakers again. Humanoid hits another Shuriken and finds the kill and then finds Trimby. Desert, you say? Not gonna be enough as the weirding the nuke will finally kill off the Akali.
Still, they're having pushing the bottom side from Naknako, so should be able to get some damage.
And Bukado sometimes when he hasn't had much to do is just look towards the top lane, and that seems to be what he's doing once again. Ruthless Predator in by Rooster as they look for Naknako. Go in with the Vault Breaker. Good enough from Naknako to separate the chasing pack, but Trimby's here looking for that Cosmic Binding. Finds the stun and then Shifters immediately descend and will kill off the Gnar. Meanwhile in the mid lane, Paduk is just dying again! The Wild Growth knockup. Kazi taking the tower out. Trimby looking for the Tempered Fate. Doesn't land it on Kazi, but does keep the tower alive for now. Kazi having to flash away, Cease and desist there for the chasers. Kazi oversteps! You killed the enemy AD carry, man, but that was a step too far. Humanoid stunned immediately out of the TP with another Cosmic Binding. And just as we said, the mess benefited Vitality. Shifters showed us the janitors they are.
Look, Paduk is the sacrificial lamb in this one, but it's working out for Shifters. They managed to kill off Karzi. They get the dragon. Like, this never should have been the position that Shifters find themselves off of that.
Vitality will start it. Kazi will rip through this one pretty sharpish. And I don't really think Shifters have an easy way to get in. Tempered Fate out from Trimby. Humanoid's going to jump on towards him. The stun with the Cosmic Binding as well as Nuke dashing forward. Dominus out from Rooster. Cyclone in onto Bukado. Cease and desist on the backline. Kazi just dashes away. Humanoid with the stopwatch. Drake goes over to Vitality. Magical Journey out by Shifters. They have already lost their jungler. Naknako still on the chase, building up that Mega Gnar bar once again. Goes hype between worlds, goes Nuke. Humanoid looking for the chase. Nuke goes back! He forgot to press R a second time and dashes back into the waiting arms of Vitality. Make it 3 from the play for the bees that buzz around. And Vitality will take the Baron off it as well. Paduk.
He has to die. That's the only way.
No.
Oh, he lives this time.
He barriers out and then escapes.
Still though, it's Vitality. They get the dragon, the fight, the Baron. It was a kind of a concoction of unfortunate events there for Shifters, where he's in a very strong position. As long as he doesn't die, they win. So I think they're completely fine as Vitality have Naknako on the side.
TP behind Naknako here, who doesn't really have the Mega Gnars, trying to flash away. Vault Breaker in for Bukado as they go for the chase. Redemption down as Shifters are the ones forced low with the TP behind them now. Try and take the Magical Journey out. Nuke's going to have to try and dash away, but Linces already puts him in the dirt. Humanoid here behind enemy lines now with the Temper Fate coming out as well. Kazi begins to open up. It's a double for Humanoid. Steps forward, make it a triple, looking for the quad. As Bukado goes in with a cease and desist, but Humanoid is not listening to any of your legal mumbo-jumbo. He picks up the Quadra and will step forward to even out the series 1-1.
Humanoid couldn't let Karzi have all the glory in this one. The Quadra kill for the Akali and the game for Vitality.
Yeah, pretty clean from Vitality after they got Kazi ahead. The top side was a bit of a mess in the early game, but when they started playing around their AD carry, they were able to close it out pretty quickly. Sub 30 minutes for Vitality and Oddity, but a welcome one to be sure. 1-1 as we go to game 3.
Karzi putting on a clinic in this one. The Yunara Lulu took over the game.
Just want to ask you, going up against the boot campers of Korea, did it inspire you guys to maybe do a boot camp of your own in Korea?
I mean, we'll try our best to get there naturally, going to MSI.
Oh, okay, respect. I'll let you rejoin your team and you can try to...
From Shifters though, like they're making me think, they're looking behind their shoulder. What are you gonna flex on us next? I love it. 2 fantastic drafts for hopefully an explosive game. Casters?
Trying to get those grasp procs for Rooster. Has the grasp as well, but still just kind of elongating them a bit.
Well, Scuttle spawning on the top side means Bukado was not there in time. Lince is now level 6 on this Aatrox. Hexagold made him to come out from Naknako, trying to catch out Rooster, who does have the Grim Deliverance and might use it. Needs to get that Cultivation of War passive up. Now has the GA. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Hooks landing from Fleshy. Rooster trying to dash away as Humanoid comes in with that hero's entrance. Shift is able to survive through the bottom side. There's the resurrection into the taunt onto Rooster. Dreaded return will pull back Linces, but no chase from the rest of Shifters means that Vitality get first blood.
Humanoid with 20 of the Redders, that was brilliant. But it was like Mel's broken, immediately the entire place erupts and tries to jump on him.
And the amount of times the designers have to defend some of their decisions, and rightly so at
Yeah.
times. Like, everyone should be held account for the decisions that they are making, but I think
That is true, that is true.
Oh, smitten with League. After 10 years, it still finds ways to surprise me. Is Nuck. Maybe looking to surprise Rooster here. Goes in with the Hexagon automation. And they have a hero's entrance. And there's a Venn diagram that you do not want to see if you're Shifters. Wild Ender coming in from Linsis as well. So make sure they clean up the kill. 3 ultimates used, but a death for Vitality. When you've actually got it completed. We can see Trimby moving up towards the top side. And it's Shifters who might be making a play. Trimby looking for Nucko, goes in, Pop Blossom flashed away, Trimby there with a flash chase, public execution there for the follow-up, Dread return, gonna pull him back, Nucko tries to get out, but a good dash forward from Bukada to catch him on his way. Bukada takes him out as Shifters find their first kill of the game.
Nice job by Shifters.
If it's put right underneath your feet, you need to be quick on that finger to make sure you are dodging away from it. Drake started by Vitality. There's the hook, Paduk pulls himself back in, Solar Snare there as well, Depth Charge coming out, Chain of Corruption has to be flashed away from. I guess the problem is if you're going to get hit by the hook, you're going to get hit by the hook. You might as well use a rebuttal, because at least then you CC Fleshy for a second. Humanoid moving down from the mid lane as Nuke's going to try and chase him out. Bukada trying to get in there. Smite goes over to Linces. Vitality, though, not in the best of shapes to fight. Paduk forced away by Kazi. They begin to collapse onto Humanoid. Good taunt from him into the root, though. Flash into the hook as Bukada's caught out. There's a Pop Blossom. Kazi flashes it, but Paduk gets the kill. Bukada needs to get away from Humanoid as Humanoid tries to bring it down with the Winds of War. Will manage to do so. There's the hero's entrance as well as they dive onto Paduk, and Vitality pins the movement onto Shifters to pick up 3 kills from the play and are looking to make it 4. Nuke doesn't really have anywhere to go here. Trying to split the difference to get out. TP, Humanoid, Justice Punch, Taunt instead. Gets him there in time. The punch may have connected on terrain, so the Taunt a much better.
Leave towards his bottom side, like try and lock up Karzi, try and find some much needed gold in. But top lane.
Yeah, this is the problem, right? It's a bunch of circles, and yours aren't quite as big as your opponent's. Rooster trying to flash away. Does have that Cultivation of War passive, so will manage to escape the double ults from Nucko and Humanoid. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Bukada diving in with the public execution to the kill off Kazi. Needs to get out of here. He's on a bouncy castle right now as the chase continues. Linces with a World Ender, and Fleshy with a Rift Held charges forward. They went for the clone. Trimby manages to get away. Fleshy will tank the tower for a shot, but won't get taken out by it.
Still, they get the charge from the Rift Herald onto the mid lane. They get the kill. Your 2 items now on this Camille, which is the perfect point for her to start taking over this game. It is dire straits for Shifters in the side lanes.
Really is. Trimby needs to get out of Fleshy's clutches and manages to do so. Road at all for Shifters.
Nuke and Paduk. Oh, Kazi.
That was a public execution from Bukada, hidden under the terrain. Kazi with a good flash away from it as Fleshy goes onto the enemy jungler. There's the taunt out, and down goes Bukada.
Great play from Vitality, covering on that mid lane.
He's going to go down there and catch that. Also, the plates on the tower won't be taken. Vitality will get their 3rd Drake entirely uncontested by Shifters. And basically for free. I don't often like using that word when it comes to objective swaps, as we see Paduk getting hooked and just deleted under the tower. Fleshy takes a tower shot. I mean, Vitality got the Drake for more than free. They got a discount on it as they get a kill alongside it. They heal out from Fleshy to make sure Nucko gets out. Fleshy able to walk out. Nucko going back in with a tactical sweep. Another hook from Fleshy. He's been on point. A Pop Blossom going out, but he's exchanges life 1 for 1. Make it 2 as Kazi picks up a double. A 3rd goes down to Humanoid. And Shifters all dived in and was shifted very, very quickly into their coffins.
Yeah, Humanoid got the stall points on that kill with the amazing play from downtown to finish it off.
He showed us he can't shoot hoops yesterday, but he can definitely dunk.
I know Baron. Going to be the slam dunk, it feels like, off the back of this. It's just like, this is why every time I see Camille and Galio, it just is so
you got to flash the wall if you're going for it, man. It's 2,500 on it, but you got to go in. Looking to try and get the steal off. Lince has already got the smite. Paduk now just getting caught out by Humanoid. He tried to help his jungler, but wasn't able to do so. Double Solar Snare does come out. TPs from Shifters as well as they look to try and find something out of the play. I just think there's nothing doing. Flashy able to walk away. Gravity well down, can dredge line out of that. Misses the dredge line, then has to flash, but still a summoner burn in exchange for the Baron in totality.
Karzi TPing back in to help with the wave clear and put a little bit more pressure on towards Shifters as they back away.
TP in by Rooster as the Dragon does spawn. Vitality trying to hold Shifters at bay. Now Nucko on the flank position towards the Razor Beaks. A couple of pings did come out saying, oh, there might be someone here. Spotted on that far side automation. Jumps in, flash immediately from Nuke as Linces comes in from the other side. The flank working well so far for Vitality. Linces, though, stunned up. Shifters trying to turn it around. Good double knockup into the public execution. Humanoid gets a kill, but Shifters are winning the fight. Nucko having to dash away. Now Roosters on Kazi. Humanoid trying to add to the bouncer, but Shifters have found the fight they were looking for. Huge! As they manage to force Vitality off, only take 2 kills, but they do only lose their support. And there's a dragon here for them. TP behind by Humanoid, though, as Vitality look to keep the play rolling, look to keep the play going. Double TP, Kazi looking for the poke onto Paduk, who now is going to realize Nucko's here. Good blast going to get out of the hookshot wall dive. Drake secured, Paduk trying to put the damage into Nucko, but he still has that health shield from the TP. Poke from Kazi, piercing arrow. Nuke is low, Paduk is too. Rooster and Bukada need to do a lot of work because they're the ones with the health bars available to them. Nucko dives in, a tactical sweep, sweeps away both Paduk and Nuke, and now Rooster and Bukada need to run. Trimby on his way with the Shape Splitter to try and distract Vitality, but they're not distracted at all. The Chain of Corruption chains Rooster to the dirt as Vitality clean up the fight and might just look for the win here with 30 seconds on most of the carries for Shifters.
The Dragon was there for Shifters, but Vitality looking to crack the base instead. It is absolute dire straits for Shifters in this one. It's like they nearly got away with it. Vitality couldn't get the combo they were looking for, but Shifters fall afterwards.
And that's the problem for Shifters. You are so far behind. Right? It was a big play. Getting the Dragon was vital, important. Maybe there's an argument, just sack someone. Just give up Bukada for that and then go, because we're still 10k in the hole. We're still in a really difficult situation. Hook out from Fleshy. Looking for the depth charge under Bukada, and down goes Trimby again.
Baron up and available.
Yeah.
I think that's where Vitality will turn towards. Quick pick, well orchestrated, and Shifters.
Control ward, Rooster and Paduk trying to clear out the wave in the mid lane. But Vitality have already started up the Baron, and I think with Bukada doing the crux, maybe Shifters have realized they can't really contest right now. Might be a little bit over-eager to go for it, so instead they're going to try and defend their tier 2.
He loves this combo. Yeah. He does it every time when he wants to end the game.
Why not just delay for as long as you can? You can dive as deep as you want because you've got a Guardian Angel and a Seeker's Arm Guard to help delay for the enemy team. Super's pushing in 2 lanes right now. The third still a little bit away, but those Nexus towers are falling low. Paduk half health from a precision protocol. Trimby having to flash away. Public execution going down as well as the first Nexus tower will fall. Good taunt from Humanoid, finds him another, and Nucko still alive. He's on the damn fountain. The Guardian Angel's going to bring him back. And Vitality will walk out all 5 alive and take the series 2-1.
Vitality sit at 5-1 in the LEC. 2-0 on the weekend. It has been a confident performance from them after beating G2 today, and Shifters did make them work for it, but still, this has been an incredible performance from Vitality this place.
Yeah, Vitality looking like the team to beat right now. You can vote for one of them in your key player of the series. Votes Linces, Humanoid, and Kazi are your options.
Gnar, these kind of things where they can actually get access to the Ziggs.
I wouldn't say Ice is synonymous with Ziggs. I very much think of him as an AD carry player rather than a bot laner. He's take much more of that trait.
Yeah, unfortunately there for Sheo, so can't really go for invading camps as they hadn't spawned on the top side. Now he's going to be forced to back away after missing.
Kalist needs to step back. Begins to do so. A magical journey over here for Shale could be big. Kalist steps forward once again. There's the cease and desist. Busio coming across, Mega Inferno Bomb, flash away, encore, Temper Fate, dodge. Enchanted Crystallower coming out from Kalist as well as Yike is here. Flash Cosmic Binding though, and Kalist falls for first blood. Yike might look to turn this one around, but decides that going back is better than going forward in this situation. Attack speed and the movement speed. Drake is up. Facey have set up around it. Kana trading onto Trace him once again. Good Gnar into the wall, into the house, into the wall-up. And there's the damage down towards the bottom side as Jack pops the Crescent Guard. And now Heretics don't have as much damage left. The good encore through them all. Way getting a magical journey out as 7 joins the fray. Mega Inferno Bomb onto Kalist. But Sheo is going to fall as KC somehow extract themselves from that situation. Yahoo with the flash auto needs another but can't quite find Ice. The beat drops. And so does Ice. Busio gets the double out to play. Is 7 now under his tower, low health, low mana, and low chance of surviving. Flashes into a beat drop and a volley finds its mark.
Boosie 2-0 after that one. Going to be very happy with the way things are going. But my God, did Yike overperform in that fight. Massive plays from the KC jungler, flashing away from key spells, managing to get heals and damage off. That Zin's out play. Ult is enough to then get burst from Ice, to get a follow from Wei, or like Tracing or Saren that can then follow through. But at the moment, we just want to put pressure on bot side. Wei is here with multiple KC members too.
Decent assist into the taunt. Busio there with the encore. Will land a double charm. Spirit Rush away from Yahoo. Tempered Fate not in time to save Saren. And Busio's on a killing spree. It's like, it's a double! Man, Busio, these guys aren't Bracken. You don't need to kill him off like this, dude.
Look, Busio needs to be the carry, all right? Seraphine scales well.
And credit to KC. We said going into the series, we expected them to demolish and would have been disappointed if they didn't. This is demolition. This is so one-sided. 5,500 gold ahead at 17 minutes. Yike is just flashing in. Like, Ice can do nothing but melt in front of him.
He did steal the kill from Busio, though, so I don't know if that was...
cringe.
Yeah.
Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars.
Yes.
Without oxygen.
Yeah. And also, I'm pretty sure the stars are beyond the moon, but...
Yeah, but you're like, eventually you'll be there. Right? The vacuum of space, some sort of gravitational
I don't know,
force
Artemis 2 came
you.
back. They swung around and they came back.
That's
so
very true, man, actually.
That's the only point of contact I have with
it. I'm not a NASA scientist, unfortunately, as Kana gets the Narm into the wall here, as Shale was just thinking about taking his blue buff, but apparently that's not free anymore. Busio looking for the kill, can't quite secure it. Kana's going to chase him down with a flash, the boomerang for the slow, and one more auto needed to get that hypercharge off and get the kill. KC, 7,000 gold ahead, can basically do whatever they want on the Rift right now, and what they want to do is constantly find picks onto Team Heretics.
Wei might be the next one, as Kana TP to the bot side, but no way! No!
Busio! His fifth of the game! Yahoo, the assist king this game, as Kalis finds one. Yahoo jumped on by Tracing, who tries to get the kill. Saren going in with a hero's entrance. Yahoo shielded as well, but in the end will fall. Kalis begins to open up. Busio turns his attentions away from the enemy top laner, because I don't think Kalis would have been happy with another KS from his support, but 5-0. Try and catch one of KC out. Do you really want to catch Busio, dude? He's 2 levels up on your support. The arrow between Wei and Tracing, and Wei on the wrong side of it will go down to Kalis. Busio and Yahoo chasing out Sheo. There's the beat drop. Go on, Busio.
You know you want to.
You want to. Go on, Busio. Go on! Oh, so close. Yahoo steals it with an orb of deception, ruins his scoreline. 1-1 and 7 now. Busio 5-0-6. And that's Baron for KC.
I mean, Busio is going to have to steal the next kill, though, because he can't.
Yeah, you need to be 6-0-6.
You have to be 6-0, yeah. And
if he'd stayed at 4-0-4, enemies not found would have been very good.
What's the blasting mod? I'm trying to think support. There's no support out of a blasting mod.
Dreammaker? Dawncore?
No, because that's the...
It's double thingamybobs.
Yeah.
You...
What else is there to be said? Apart from Yahoo stealing kills. But here we go.
Oh,
Busio, come on.
Okay, Busio, public execution. Yes! Yes! Come on, 6-0-6.
I love it. This is the best.
He's been a part of 6 times as many kills as Heretics have got in the whole game.
This is why the Kappa supports was removed.
Yeah.
This moment right here, Busio's doing it for all of us.
Start farming, man. You might as well. You might as well. Go mid, farm up the waves. Sheo is going to steal away some wolves because he knows there's not really much he can do in the base. Kana is pushing through mid as well and has a Yike by his side. Busio, where are you going? Where are you going?
I have never been so locked in on a Seraphine in my entire life.
Didn't you follow her social media back in the day? The arrow doesn't quite connect onto Heretics.
How do you try and defend this as Heretics? Shale? Oh, it's Secret Agent Shale.
Okay. He's learnt from the very best. Sven on Alice. He's all the way behind them. I mean, this is a good flank. Like, it's not going to do anything, but it's a good flank. Tempered Fate on Kalis. Kana there to block. Cease and desist on Kalis as well. There's the hero's entrance follow-up, but with the encore coming down, Kalis just walks out. Like, he's got Flash and he's got Ghost, and yes, it was a good flank Heretics, but I'm afraid there's just nothing you can do in this sort of situation. KC run through Heretics. Busio needs 2 kills.
We need to stop Kalis getting the kills, because then Busio has the most kills.
Yeah,
no kills for Kalis.
Come on, Busio. Kalis, no more kills.
End the game! Busio, hit the Nexus! Hit the Nexus! Hit the Nexus!
Yes! Busio wins the battle of the bot lane. 6-0-8 on the Seraphine as KC dismantle Heretics.
Yeah, Busio knew what the real prize there was. Most kills in the game. Absolute hero, absolute legend. Yeah, I think that was a good look for KC.
It really was. It was the fastest game of spring, a whole minute faster than our previous fastest. Incredibly impressive all round by KC. And now we're about to hand it over to the play-by-play color analyst extraordinaire. Very, take it away.
Still can't win it.
And the screen has crashed. I had it. And it was a good fact. Here we go. The last time Sheo won on Lee Sin, 2024, versus the shield bash, but with Sheo at 300 HP. I think Yike thinks he's pretty safe in taking this. Kana even doing the starting work here for Yike, because Yike jumps onto Sheo, needs the flash forward, channels the spear, but can't quite land it. Sheo with a safeguard gives himself a little bit of a shield. Yike will turn his attentions back towards the Scuttle Crab. Sheo goes in, flash forward from Yahoo, and stops the Lee Sin where he stands. Seren tries to get the Rune Prison off. Yike with a good smite will heal himself up. And in the end, it's KC coming out 1-0.
But I think it's a little bit of a tall task at the moment to try and get this working.
Is pinging top fervently. They now know Busio's here. There's a TP coming in from Trace, and he doesn't have Unstoppable Onslaught. They're looking for this. Aquaprism goes down. Kali's still holding on to the Valkyrie. Sheo is here. Flash, kick, back, barrier, tidal wave. What are you gonna do now? Your damage is not there. Sheo dies, trying to make a play on top, overforced to say the least.
Grayson gonna stick around under Terror. I don't know if that's the best idea.
This Predator for the stun. There's the Aquaprism follow-up, and yep, it wasn't a good idea. Busio wisely taking the kill, and Yike has a Grand Starfall. Oh yeah, who survives? Pop your potions, baby! The refillable topping it up just enough to heal through that tower damage.
Yeah, this game is completely gone out the window for Heretics. A 3k gold lead for KC. The slimmest of silver linings. And you don't have enough DPS to get Kalis low to get value from the resonance.
Kalis, Valkyrie's away. Polymorph coming out. Heal as well used as Ice transcends the Sonic Wave just short. Ice flashes. There's the Wild Growth. And this time they will take down Kalis. The shutdown over to Ice as he is the only player with a gold lead for Heretics.
Especially with Yike having reset. Now has the play towards the top side.
TP behind. Grand Starfall coming in as well. KC want to take this fight. Yahoo has not got the flash, but can chase in. There's a tidal wave for the follow-up, and there's a lot of loss of life. I was lying. It seems the Realm Warp gets the couple out, but a couple fall for it. KC now 4.5k ahead.
That tidal wave from Busio was perfectly placed.
Best, Germany versus Brazil impression with a 7-1 scoreline as they continue to dominate. Took Germany a little bit longer to get this score in that famous football match as Yahoo looks for the stun on Seren, and Kalista is there for the follow-up. Yahoo takes the kill. Kalista dodges away, and that will be a tier 1 in the mid lane for KC and a 6,000 gold lead.
Yeah, my only question is, how do you play the game as Heretics? Because it's not going well anywhere on the map.
You just look for an Unstoppable Onslaught play out of Tracing. This is the sort of thing you got to go for. Polymorph down, there's a Wild Growth knockup as well as Ice opens up onto Yahoo, but once again, Busio tries to be here to save his mid laner. Ice will get the shutdown. Yahoo gets one on Ice in response, and KC begin to collapse, and Heretics collapse to the floor. That's the sort of thing you got to do for Heretics. Like, they did it when all of the tools were available for KC.
I mean, it's deja vu. Heretics have gone for this dive. Maybe even Copper is the fact that you get it played on top lane. But you're going to lose tier 2 Terror.
Ice got a kill, but there's no alchemy that's turning that silver into gold, my dude. Like, this is a full FMA sort of exchange that we have made. So yeah, I'll sacrifice 3 members of my team's body parts in exchange for 300 gold. As Yike gets kicked back, a mistake perhaps. He tries to flash shield bomb over the wall, never mind. Mistakes were made, but they weren't KC's. The ambulance is being called for Heretics.
Yeah. Do you think if I just make just general motions, just like go, do it, then maybe someone will pick up on it?
Sheo has to ward jump out with the safeguard, still very low, and the missile connects, and Kalis takes him out. Meanwhile, on the top side, Yahoo with a tip of the Grand Starfall coming in. Seren has to flash. Busio with a tidal wave is gonna connect into the Aquaprism, into Yike, jumping over the wall this time. Now Yike is left alone with Ice and with Wave, but Kalis wants to make it a 2v2. Ice limps away.
Wait a second.
They've got 2 minutes to do it. Kana's pushing in the bot side. Ice has to take the gates out of his base. and Kana's on the chase. I think KC might be more blood hungry than hungry for the Nexus. Aquaprism's not going to get the movement speed increase. Okay, Ice.
It's TP'd for him. Kana's TP'd, and Ice has walked the other way.
Ice.
Oh. No, keep going, run.
Is he out? Is he out? Shh, 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 shh. Oh!
And look at that damage. How quickly this falls.
It's enough. Yeah.
If Sheo steals this, it's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Like Lee Sin execute.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
They know it's happening.
Sonic Wave Resonating Strike does have an execute on it. As we see Yehu looking for the stun. Rocket Belt forward. Ice has to cleanse away.
He's dead.
Realm Warp in! Realm Warp in! Sheo doesn't get it. Yike with the smite wins out the fight. And now it's a double for Kalist in the pit. Heretics throwing everything in the kitchen
Run!
sink.
20 seconds!
20
seconds!
Come on!
Run!
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Come on! Come on!
Okay,
Come on!
so Tracing is backing away. They've got the inhibitor against
slow.
Kalist is on his way across here as well. We've got 10 seconds left before they get to the Nexus. Can they do it in time? The answer's no. Okay, I was excited for nothing. They've got 4 seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Okay, no longer the fastest best of 3 in LEC history, but still pretty damn fast here from KC as they clean out Heretics. The tank, not tanky at all, made a paper more like it's Yehu dies to the tower shots. Tracing in his zombie form doing more work than most of Heretics through this entire game as Sheo is back alive. And KC do only have this one wave to play with. Ice building up that cultivation of spirit is at 3 items. Sheo chunked out though, the second Nexus tower going down. Yike low on mana, and KC will focus on the Nexus. Callisto focusing on his enemy man, takes out the kill. And even 7 left alive here won't be able to defend. KC in convincing fashion will claim their second win of spring.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out if they got second. I don't know when second and third is, but that's the real question now. Did they just sit in second? But either way, holy moly. There was questions on KC just because we haven't seen them in a little while, but I feel very confident KC are a good team.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that sentiment. We'll see how much they're challenged over the coming weeks. Of course, they are playing a lot on our roadshow weeks. That's weeks 5 and 7 overall. You can vote for one of them in your Kia Player of the Game. Votes Yike, Yehu, and Busio your options. KC next match is against SK at the end of week 4, and then the gauntlet of Na'Vi, Shifters, Fnatic a week off